Hi, first graders. Mrs. Marco again. Now we're trying to switch gears. Time to switch gears for math. Today we are on chapter 7, unit 1. We are talking about greater numbers. So we'll look a little more into that. So here we go.
How can you compare two numbers to find which is greater?
Okay, so let's think about that. We're comparing two numbers. What that means is that we're looking at two different numbers. So we want to find which one is greater. Does anybody know what the word greater means? Think about that. So greater means the larger number, the bigger number. What number is greater? So let's go ahead. We're going to compare two numbers and find their difference and find the one that's bigger, greater.
Hi there! My friend Sam the squirrel is collecting acorns. Sam piled some acorns near the tree.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with this, but so Sam piled some acorns near the tree, and then we have some more acorns over here. We want to look at the two groups of acorns to find out which one is greater. So we're going to model different ways where we could show where the numbers or how to find the greater number.
Which number is greater, 48 or 84? You can use base.
Okay, so we have two numbers right here. We have 48 and 48 and 84. Now we have our frame right here. We have tens and ones. So for each number, what we're going to do, we're going to put the number of tens in this row and then number of ones in this row. So we are going to look at this number to find the greater number, to find which one out of 48 and 84 is bigger. So let's see what they have to say.
Base 10 blocks to model the numbers on the place value chart to find out. First, let's show the number 48 using base 10 blocks.
So let's look at 48. How many tens are in 48? There are 4 tens in 48. So we are going to put 4 sticks of 10 in this tens place right here.
There are 4 tens in 48. There are 8 ones in 48. Now, let's show the number 84 using base 10 blocks on the place value chart.
Okay, so now we have 4 tens and 8 ones to make 48. Now, how many tens are in 84? There are 8 tens in 84, so we're going to have 8 sticks of 10 here. And how many ones are in 84? There are 4, and we're going to have 4 cubes over here.
There are 8 tens in 84. There are 4 ones in 84. Now, let's compare the models to find which number is greater. The number with more tens is the greater number.
Okay, so we're comparing now. Now, when we're comparing, we're looking at them to find their difference. So we want to know, would you rather have 48 pieces of candy or 84 pieces of candy? But right now, we're just looking at the tens column. So right now, right off the bat, how do we know which one is bigger? How do we know which one is greater? Well, this one has 4 tens, this one has 8 tens. So we know that there's more tens in this one right here in 84. So 84 has to be greater because there's more groups of tens. Now, we don't need to look at the ones because 84, we know already that the 8 is bigger than the 4. So it doesn't matter how many ones we have. We just want to look at the tens right here.
Which number is greater, 48 or 84? 84 is greater. 84 has 8 tens and 48 has 4 tens. You do not need to compare the ones because the number of tens is different and tells you which number is greater. Let's use models to compare numbers. What number does this model show?
Okay, so let's look at this. We have 3 10s and 4 1s. So when we have 3 10s, it's how many? 30. And we have plus 4 1s. That gives us 34.
This model has 3 tens and 4 ones. So it shows 34. What number does this model show?
So this model has 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So this number is 28.
This model has 2 tens and 8 ones. So it shows 28. Let's look at the tens in each number first. If the tens are different, then the number with more tens is greater.
Okay, so if the numbers in
There are 3 tens and
if the numbers in the tens place are different, then we just have to look at the tens place. We don't have to look at the ones. So these I could see right here, these two numbers, 34 and 32. Or I'm sorry, and 28. So we have 3 10s here and 2 10s here. Which one has the greater amount of tens? 34. There's 3 in there. There's more tens than there are in this one.
34. And 2 tens and 28. 3 tens are more than 2 tens. So which number is greater, 34 or 28? Select the number that is greater.
So because there are more tens in 34, 34 is the greater number.
Right, 34 is greater than 28. We can show this using the greater than sign, which opens to the greater number.
So the greater than sign are like signs that look, it's kind of hard to show, like look like this. So it's going to open towards the 34 because the 34 is bigger. It's showing that this is a bigger number. So you would read it as 34 is greater than 28.
34 is greater than 28.
So you can see how it's opening towards the 34.
Let's compare these models. What number does this model show?
Okay, so there's 2 10s and 8 1s. So this number shows 28.
This model has 2 tens and 8 ones. Shows 28. What number does this model show?
Okay, now we have 2 10s and 3 1s. So if this was 2 10s and 8 1s, that gave us 28. This will give us 23.
This model has 2 tens and 3 ones. So it shows 23. Now let's compare the numbers.
Okay, so let's look at this. Now, before, we needed to look at to see if the tens place were different. When the tens place were different, we knew that that's all we had to look at. But here, they're the same. So we can't tell just by looking at the tens place if which number is greater. So now we have to look at the ones place. Now we have to find the greater value in the ones place because the tens are the same. So let's look at this. There's 8 ones here and 3 ones here. So now from 8 and 3, you need to find which one is greater.
First, look at the tens in each number. Are they the same or different?
So we know that
They
they're
are
different.
The same. So
Or they're the same.
Compare
Sorry.
the ones to see which number is greater. Choose the model that shows more ones.
So now we need to find the model that shows more ones. 8 or 3. Which one would you rather have more of? 8 of them or 3 of them? I want 8.
Right. There are 8 ones in 28 and 3 ones in 23. 8 ones are more than 3 ones. So which number is greater, 28 or 23? Select the number that is greater.
28 is greater.
Right. 28 is greater than 23. We can show this using the greater than sign, which opens to the greater number.
So the greater number here is 28. So the sign is going to open towards the 28.
28 is greater than 23. Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
Okay, so now you are going to take out your math workbooks. And the first thing that we're going to do is show what you know. Oops. So let's see here. Okay, so you're going to take out your workbooks and you're going to turn to page 396. So let's see. Okay, so let's look at this here. 396. So this is just show what you know. Already just stuff that you may already have learned. Some things you may have not know yet. So this is what we're just going to go through this page. It says draw a line to match the set and then circle the one that has more. So here's what you're going to do. Miss Mary showed me how to use this cool little pen. So now I could draw right on the screen. Okay, so we're going to draw a line to match. So these match. Uh-oh, this one doesn't have a match. So which one has more? I'm going to circle the one that has more. There are more teacups than there are plates. Same with number 2. You're going to match the lines, the tables to the chairs, and we need to figure out which one has more. Uh-oh, there's not enough chairs. So this means that this is greater. There's a greater amount of number of tables than there are chairs. Okay, so now it says more or fewer. Circle the row that has more. So here you got to listen carefully. We want to know which one has more. You're going to match them and then circle the one that has more. Now here it's saying circle the row that has fewer. If greater means more, what do you think fewer means? Fewer means less. Which one has the less amount? So you could look here. Each rabbit is going to get a carrot, except for this guy, but there's fewer carrots than there are rabbits. Okay, for this down here, it says draw a ball to each glove. So you're going to draw a ball to each glove. Now it says draw equal groups. What does it mean if something is equal? If two things are equal, they are the same. Each one has a match, so that means that they are equal. There's an equal amount, the same amount of gloves that there are baseballs. Okay, so that's what you do there. Now remember, you could always pause and rewind if I go too fast. So that's a good thing about YouTube. You could go at your own pace. So if I went too fast, you could pause it, do your work, and then come back. So I don't know if I have to erase all this. I'm new at this. So let's just erase this and then we'll go to the next. Maybe it goes away if we click the next page. Nope, it's still there. Whoop. Oh my word. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Okay, so now it's talking about vocabulary. We talk about vocabulary in our reading. Now we're talking about vocabulary in our math because we also need to know meaning of words in our math as well. So it says draw a picture in the box to show more, fewer, and the same. So let's look at this. We have the number 3. What is more than 3? We have to draw a picture. Well, I need to know more. So it's going to be any number that's greater or any number that's bigger than 3. So we could do 4. Now, we need to know, draw a number that's the same as 3. Well, it's equal. They're the same. 3, 3, they're equal. They each have a match. So you could draw 3. And our next one is fewer. We talked about fewer means less. It's smaller. You have fewer than 3. So any number below 3, which is 2, 1, or 0. I'm going to do 1. Okay, so down here, it's understanding the vocabulary. What exactly do these words mean? So it says, I see 2 white cats and 4 yellow cats. I see blank yellow cats, then white cats. Okay, so do you see more yellow cats than white cats? The same amount of yellow cats than white cats, or fewer white cats than yellow? Or fewer yellow cats than white cats. So let's look at this. We have the number 2 and 4. We have 2 white cats, 4 yellow. It says, I see blank yellow cats than white cats. Well, we have 2 white, 4 yellow. So we see more white yellow cats than white cats. Because 4 is, oh boy, let's see if we can write this. 4 is more than 2. Looks like I wrote that with my eyes closed. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for 2 and 3. So we already used the word more, so you could cross that out. So you're looking to fill in the sentence with the same or fewer. So you could go ahead and read those on your own and figure out which word is going to be the same and which one's going to use the word fewer. So, look at that. Could wipe the screen. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. You are going to do page. Here are some flashcards you can use to kind of help you out. I think we're going to go to page 99. Okay, so it says use a tens and a ones or any tool to solve. Draw a quick picture. So it says here at the bottom, sorry, I'm trying to zoom in. It says read the problem. Which number is greater? 65 or 56? Okay, so we have 65. So go ahead and write 65 here. Or 56. So we're going to kind of do the same thing that we did with the little bird on that video. So we need to look at the tens place here for each of them. So I'm going to draw 6 sticks, 5, 6, and that shows me 60. Now, how many ones are in 65? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. Okay, now I'm going to go down here. How many tens are in 56? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many ones? 6. So now, remember, when the tens place are different, we just have to look at the tens. It's almost like a shortcut. We don't need to look at the ones right here because the tens place are different. So I need to know which number is greater, 65 or 56. Well, I could see it right here. This one has more. This is greater. There's more tens. So I know right away that 65 is greater than 56 because there's less tens. There's fewer tens in 56. Okay? Again, remember, if you need a pause to finish your work, go ahead and hit pause, complete your work, and then you can hit play again. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, so we are looking at numbers and we're going to be comparing numbers. So you could see up here, they use the models. They showed two tens and five ones is greater than 110 and seven ones. Well, we know that two tens and five ones is 25, and 110 and seven ones is 17. So we know that 25 is greater than 17. So look down here. It says use the math board and tens and ones to show each number. So we have 84 and 48. So let's look at that. Which one is bigger, 84 or 48? Well, I could draw a quick picture. We know that we're going to look at just the tens because the tens are different here. They're not the same. So there are 8 tens here and 4 tens here. Well, I want the one with 8 tens because that's more. So I'm going to circle that one. And it said, did the tens or one help you decide? What did we look at? Did we look at the tens or did we look at the ones? We just looked at the tens because the tens were different. We didn't have to look at the ones. So the tens are what helped us decide. Then it says blank is greater than blank. So we said 84, here we go, is, sorry for the sloppy handwriting, is greater than 48. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing down here. So you'd write 84 is greater than 48. So it kind of fit both there. Okay, so let's look at this next one. We have 72 and 70. Uh-oh. Well, the sevens, the tens place are the same. So what do we need to look at next? When the tens place are the same, we look at the ones place. We have 2 and 0. Well, would you rather have $2 or $0? I would rather have 2. So that tells us that 72 is greater than 70. So what did we look at here? Did we look at the tens to help us or did we look at the ones? We did not look at the tens because the tens were the same, so that didn't help us. We looked at the ones. Okay, so what is greater? 72. Oh my word. 72 is greater than 70. And then down here, you would write 72 is greater than 70. The arrow is going to open up towards the 72 because the 72 is bigger, is greater. Okay, so I know that was kind of fast, but again, you can pause and complete your work and then rewatch it. Hit play. Okay, on to the next page. Okay, now this is on your own. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at the numbers. Look at the numbers here. Which one is greater? Well, okay, we have 57 and 75. Well, I know right away that the tens places are different. So I can look at the tens. The tens will help me here. Would I rather have 5 tens or 7 tens? Which one is greater? Which one do you want more of? And then circle which one helped you and then fill it in. We're going to do the same thing for this one. And then 6 and 7, you're going to read the problem and answer the questions. Okay? All right, friends. So I know that was a lot of information in just a short amount of time, but like I said, you could stop, re-record, rewind, and then rewatch it. Okay? I hope that you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye.